Nico, a return to a very familiar track for a lot of people. How much of driving this circuit is muscle memory from so many years here?
A lot, yeah. We've done thousands and thousands of laps here, during the course of my career. Obviously, yeah, up to a few years ago, we had winter testing here. In 2008 and 9, when I was Williams test driver, I even had in-season testing here. I remember my very first race simulation was here in 2009 in a Williams car, and it was tough. I remember getting out of the car, my knees were all shaky and soft, and I was pretty battered. It's a physical circuit. It's a tough and demanding track on driver and the machine, but yeah, it's a fun one.
Now, ever since the first year here, we've seen great racing down there into turn one. It's much more of a drop downhill than the television sometimes suggests.
Yeah. Yeah, in general, this track actually, that drop into turn one, then turn two, three, actually is quite a bit of climbing again. After turn five, downhill again. So there's a fair amount of elevation changes, which a driver usually likes because that gives you this roller coaster feeling, a little bit like similar to Austin. So yeah, it's a fun track for many different reasons. Haven't been here now since 2019, so it's been a good 4 years. They've changed a few details. So it feels like a fresh new weekend coming here.
Turn three, that long right-hander, as you said, going back up the hill. How punishing is that on the neck and on the tyres?
Yeah, it's hard for both, to be honest. It's close to flat, maybe even flat now in these new cars, and you're leaning on the car very heavily. G-lateral acceleration of over 5G. So it's a really tough test. But this was always used to be our little secret driver challenge, where you flat in turn three or where you're not, and also turn nine. This is a little driver chat there.
Love it. Turn four last year, we saw a couple of guys end up in the gravel there because the wind whipped up. How much can the strength of the wind here play into the race?
Wind always plays a big factor here because it's kind of an open circuit, and the wind changes around the lap, and especially gusts, can cause you problems and make you go deep, make you look up, and then, like you point out, turn four, the runoff is just gravel. So it's a very fast entry, and if you just have the slightest of lockups, you could be in trouble immediately, especially in the race when there's marbles and other things. So it's a challenging track.
Turn nine, you've mentioned, is it flat, is it not flat, but also that quick little flick through the mini chicane at the bottom of that hill as well. How challenging is that section of the circuit?
Yeah, very much. Obviously, it's mainly right corner dominated, but turn seven it's a medium speed left-hander, which has a nasty curb at the exit, which you want to hit, but not too much. And that's always you're trying to find the limit there and fight the car, which usually gets light at the exit. And then you're climbing up to turn nine again. It's pretty uphill there, more than what the TV shows, and it's just yeah, quite mind-blowing, incredible with the Formula One car. You come, you turn, you stay flat, and it works. That's one of those corners I think that are quite spectacular from the outside to watch.
Now, since you last raced here, two changes. One that all the drivers other than you, I think, have experienced, and one that no one's experienced apart from maybe Fernando.
I think
Fernando. Yeah, so let's go turn 10 first of all, because last time you raced here it was a cutback. Now it's more of a looping left-hander.
Yeah, exactly. They've opened it up. It's not like a low-speed corner anymore. It's more like a medium speed, more open. So in general, the average speed of this corner has gone up a lot, which obviously again is more physical because higher speeds mean higher forces, and that usually leads to more physicality.
And now obviously the final corner, a right-hander. Will it be flat? Won't it be flat?
Yeah, the two last corners actually, double right-hander. Both will be, I suspect, in fifth gear, sixth gear. The last corner, for sure, sixth gear, maybe even seventh. And then, like you say, will it be flat? Will it not be flat? I'm not going to try flat in the first lap, but maybe in the second. We'll see how it goes.
Love it. Perfect. Thanks, man. Beautiful stuff. That was great. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.